Salutations everyone, it is Sunday, so it is Emblem tutorial day, where today I'm going to be giving you guys how to do Ricky Gervais from the Ricky Gervais show. Carl Pilkington, of course, is the heart and soul of that show, and is the easiest one to make, so as you could imagine, there are plenty of them out there, but no Steve Merchants and no Ricky Gervaises, so I was like, a little bit of injustice there, because it is, after all, the Ricky Gervais show and he deserves a little bit of love too. So it's a pretty simple emblem. Not a lot of fancy shapes that you really have to deal with. It's just sort of finagling the proportions correctly is just what you got to worry about. Similar to a couple other emblems that I've made here. Really not too complicated. You just want to make sure that it doesn't look funky. So you just got a nice little, very light skin tone. Not that difficult to make. Just little bit of pinkish in there, and kind of a brownish purpley hair, and black features to the face. Really nothing too fancy that you have to worry about. Just make sure you get the head of the shape right. The shape of the head correct, and that's really all you need because the hair is straightforward. It's pretty much just over the same oval shape over and over again in different spots. With one little topper to clean it up, make it nice and smooth. And you do see me put two black hairs sticking out because I thought maybe I could do the outline with this since it is a cartoon, so all of them have outlines, but you know wanted to make sure that I had enough layers at the end to do an outline. But it turns out that I didn't. So I end up changing the black hair sticking out in the back of his head to the same color as his hair, which isn't, accurate to the cartoon, but without the outline, the black hairs just kind of don't make any sense. So just make him the same color as the rest of the hair. If you want to get into that much detail or whatever. So not a lot to worry about there. The Ricky Gervais show, for those of you who don't know, is the radio show originally airing on Sirius XFM radio, starring Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, and Carl Pilkington. It is the funniest show in the world, and in all honesty, it is literally the funniest thing in the world. It really is. It's out of everything that's ever been done, it is the funniest show ever. It doesn't even come close because mainly due to Carl Pilkington and his stories and his antics and just the way his brain works. It's like Gavin Free on steroids. It's honestly astounding how this man thinks, and he totally makes the show. And that's where Idiot Abroad came from on what is it, the Travel Channel or whatever, where Ricky and Steven send Carl across the world to do all this shit that they know he's not gonna like because he doesn't really like anything, and it makes for good TV, and it makes for good radio as well. And of course, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, the creators of The Office, over there in the UK, and then making all kinds of money off of all of the versions all around the world. There's many other writing work that they've done with shows like Extras and all that. And of course, Ricky Gervais, the big movie star that he is. Been in a couple of good films, Ghost Town, The Invention of Lying. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant film. I'm trying to think, what else has he been in? Nothing recently. Oh, he was on the Louis. He plays Louis's doctor. Um, Fantastic. He pretty much plays Ricky Gervais if Ricky Gervais was a doctor. It's hilarious. And Steve Merchant, I can most recently I saw him in movie 43, which, as you guys know, if you saw that review, one of the worst films ever made. But he was still pretty funny. It felt like he almost played himself in that role, just because his character acted, you know, until a certain point, acted much like Stephen Merchant would. And Carl Pilkington, of course, is needs no explanation. He's just, in the words of Ricky Gervais, such a strange little creature. And he really makes for great entertainment. And if you could look up any of the shows on YouTube, of course the animated stuff, which is where this came from, just some of the best shit in the world. So hope you guys enjoyed. It's a pretty straightforward emblem, and I will see you guys next time. Be sure, please, to leave comments below of emblems you would like me to see doing in the future because I am pretty damn low on ideas. So think of something that hasn't already been done very well and you think many people would enjoy, and I will get right on that.